it's Liz Yuille from Old Stables Crafts, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. Today I have this cute little project for you and a bit of a confession, because you know I always say you get to see videos, warts and all, and apart from when I have cameras flying across the room and the language that would make a sailor blush, you do. This time you're going to see the warts and all of the error of this project, because you're going to see the correct version. So the problem with this is I can't open it. I mean, I can, because all I have to do is undo my piece of baker's twine and then unopen it. But I say unopen it, open it. But you can see the problem, and that's because I've stuck this down with fast fuse. It's not good. No, actually, more personally, I've stuck this down with fast fuse. It's not a good look. What it is inside is, I've got another one so I can show you, is a tea bag, which is why I've gone with crushed curry. So I shall pop this one sort of back together. And then we're going to make one that isn't a mistake. There was method in my madness, and it was to try and cover up the staple, but you know what? It's not going to happen. The staple's going to be there, and we're just going to have to accept it. So yeah, but it is a very quick, very easy project, and it's the size that it is because I had 2 pieces of the Petal Passion designer series paper left and wanted something to do with them, and they were the same size. So this was one and this is the other. So I searched around to see what I had that would fit, and the answer is lemon and ginger and manuka honey tea bags. So it's a scoreboard project. So let's bring in the scoreboard and preferably not have everything flying everywhere by mistake. So I want this to be the inside. So I am going to score from the... Oh dear, it's sad. I want this to be the push down, fold towards. Yes, no, this side out. It really is sad, isn't it? Now, I think this is probably growing that way. So this is a piece of designer series paper. It's cut at 6.5 by 3.25. The final thing is 3 by 3.25. So we are going to score with the long side at the top at 6. Don't go mad, it's paper, so be gentle or use the bigger end of your scoring tool. So we're scoring at 6 inches and 2 7/8. I will try and work out the metric measurements and put them on my blog. The measurements will always be on my blog anyway, but I will try and work out the metric measurements and pop those over for you as well. So it's only paper, so I'm just going to fold it rather than burnish it. And as you can see, that tucks in nicely, but has a bit of an overlap. We'll just straighten that up. It's always good if it's straight, really. So all I'm going to do, and the last time I did it from the back forwards, this time because I think it's safer to be able to tuck your staple away. I'm just going to come in a teeny weeny bit from the bottom. I mean about a quarter or a third of the way up from the bottom. And by that I mean of this piece, and just use that even-ish staple. And then this slips in there, this slips in there, and that keeps it all nice and neat. For a little bit of added, you know, you don't really want your tea bag to fall out before you've given it to your friend, a bit of snail, I mean, and a teeny weeny bit, just to help keep it in place. You do not need more than that. It's, you know, that's safe. Then tuck this in. Then I'm actually going to use, this was the stitched satin ribbon in crushed curry, and I'm using crushed curry because it goes with the tea bags. I'm just grabbing the mini chevron, which is also in crushed curry, just as a bit of variety. I'm using the Pandas because it's black and white, so why wouldn't I? And a scrap of Whisper White cardstock. So the pandas are one of the celebration items. Remember, oh, I'm getting dimensional stuck all over me. Remember that. So this is the pandas. If I pop that there, you can probably see it. I can't see the screen of my camera. Right, let's clear the decks a bit. If I move that in there, then I can see the screen of my camera this side, and you can see that. So you can see there are 3 pandas. There's Happy Birthday, Hi, Love You, and this sort of splodge. I'm using basic black because it's a very black, and I want a very black. I might as well have this the same side as I had the previous one. And I am going to hold, is that on camera? Yes. I redid my camera setup. I took my camera elsewhere and had to break it all down and set it up again. And it's not quite where I want it yet, so there we go. I do always hold it, if I want it to be solid and black, and obviously a panda is solid and black and white, but the black is black. If I want it to be solid, I do hold it down for quite a long time. And even though this is a red rubber stamp, I do like to clean it as quickly as possible so that it doesn't stain with the archival. They are getting a little stained, but they're getting very well loved too. But yeah, they still work perfectly well, and it's a stain, not a problem. Right, because we're using crushed curry to go with the crushed curry colour of the tea bags, I'm using crushed curry ink for my little hi. So just ink that up, and just in the middle of my envelope, put hi. So that's that. Just clean that off once I remember, because it's so little I might forget otherwise. And pop him on the outside of my stamp set, then I might remember he's there. Right, I'm going to use the 2-inch circle punch because it fits very nicely in a 2-inch circle punch. So that's our 2-inch circle punch. I'm also going to use the starburst punch and a scrap of crushed curry, which I've already used for the other one. So that is pretty much everything done. Dimensionals, I've got 2 there, and then this lot. So I'm going to pop him up on dimensionals. So I don't need that anymore because that's rubbish. And then just pop him up on dimensionals. Get rid of the fluff. And for the first time in weeks, that didn't really leave that long enough. The archival black does take a little longer to dry than the memento, so in fact I don't like that because it's dirty. Right, we're going to stamp that again. Where's my piece of scrap card? Oh, that was clever. Buried my piece of scrap card. Can't see it for looking. Oh, I've put my stamp up, my thing on it. Right, so we're going to do that again. Sorry, it's just not right. So that's my husband, who is going to be in a moment. Be with you in a moment. That's my husband, who is reminding me that he's going out, and he doesn't realise I'm in the middle of filming. So you'd think we don't talk other than by phone. We do. It's just I'm not in the immediate house area. So there we go. Right, I'll clean that in a minute because otherwise I'm going to get himself getting a bit concerned that I'm not there because he's going out. Right, ink that up. Right, okay, so pop that to clean as well. I will be brave and punch, and then I'm not going to do anything with that until I've put the ribbon round here, so it's got a little chance to dry. So just need a piece of ribbon and a pair of scissors. Cut that bit of crushed curry baker's twine, and then put one round t'other, tie it in a bow, like that. Just get that like that. There we are. Trim my ends so they are pretty. Right, a couple more dimensionals, because what I'm going to do is have the ribbon so that it runs in between my dimensionals, so it can run. So we'll take those off. Pop that on. This is really a cack-handed way of doing it, but I don't want to smudge my panda again. So I'm going to actually put my dimensionals on here. And pop him on top and not go anywhere near him. And there we are. 2 little tea bag matchbooks. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you don't already subscribe, please hit the subscribe button, bottom right hand corner. If you don't subscribe to my mailing list and you're in the UK and you want to enter into a prize draw, so long as you're over 18 and not a demonstrator already, go over to my blog. Very, very bottom on the web version of my blog, there's a subscription sign up. If you sign up before the end of March, I will enter you into a free prize draw for a little craft kit. You can sign up whether you're in the UK or whether you're a demonstrator or not, but if you are a demonstrator, I won't enter you into the prize draw, and if you're not in the UK, I won't enter you into the prize draw because I can't send product overseas. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you again very soon. Thanks a lot for watching.